mute myself. Hey. How is everyone doing? Happy Saturday. So let me see. Who's there? Hi, Liz. Can you guys hear me well? Please let me know. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Pfizer. So you guys let me know in the comments if you can hear me really well. I'm trying out this thing. Look. So like this little microphone thing. So I'm putting it on my shirt. I'm like getting so legit these days. So let me know if you can hear me. Yes, looking so good. Thank you, Liz. Thank you. So today if you're joining me on Facebook too, thanks for joining me. And thanks you, my friends, for joining in on the YouTube side of things. If you're on my Facebook, one of my Facebook friends, you've joined in and you're just watching me from Facebook, please go straight to my YouTube channel and help me subscribe. Let's support Brenda Akatama's channel to grow so that she can keep bringing you guys some cool stuff because you like her anyway. So please go to my YouTube and subscribe. Put the what is it called? The bell thing on so that every time I upload a video, you guys check it out to see if it's worth you. Maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. So, but to my subscribers, thank you guys. Thank you so much for always tuning in, for always watching my videos. Some of you go ahead to even share them, comment, like them. So bless you for me. Thank you guys so much. So today, I haven't even had breakfast. Let's say it's 12 noon here, my time zone. I know I have friends like Liz who are in Colorado. So it's probably earlier for her. So she's probably sipping on some tea. So this is what came in my mail this week. Is it upside down? All right. So this is what appeared in my mail this week, and it's exciting. So I thought, yes, I could go ahead and share my excitement with you guys, with you, my friends, and maybe talk about a few things, a few tips with, like getting your US passport. And hopefully somebody could actually benefit from what I would share with you guys today. So this is the parcel. It's from the United States Post Office. Of course, on the other side, it has my address, my full name. So I'm not showing you that stuff. But so we are opening it together, right? Okay, my deal is working, my dear. All right, cool. Great. So thank you guys. So we are going to open this together, and I haven't even looked at my passport. I hope it is a passport. So let's see it together. So let's see here. I don't know if you guys can see me really well. All right, cool. Yep, it is a passport. Look, notification bell. Yes, you're welcome, Patricia. So this is my first US passport. And it's been a journey. So I'll share with you guys how this journey has been and how long it took me. Maybe I might not go into the whole process because that could take us a whole day of, when I came to the United States. If you guys haven't watched some of my old videos, please go check them out. How I got my first visa and all that stuff as an immigrant. You'll find it very helpful. You'll get maybe to know some tricks in applying for your visas, what type of visas and all that stuff. And I have so many friends who also do such content. So if you have any more of those questions, I can always send you to one of my friends that do such content like EBM. EBM is a great professor who does such interviews or that content with like green card lottery. There's Liz as well. Liz usually does such videos, such content. I have my friend Joyce in Canada. I have another friend, Shiko Hope. So I have so many resources around me that I can send you to that you guys can watch the videos. If you have any more questions about applying for US visas, mostly US or Canada. I have another friend in the UK who is actually a lawyer, Vicky. I'll be bringing Vicky to you guys. She's based in the UK. She's a lawyer. She's an immigration lawyer. Maybe she'll also be able to give you some tips. Yeah, I was chatting with her earlier so that I see when I can bring her on my channel so she can talk to most of my friends who are still back in Africa, or if you're in the US, you're thinking of traveling to the UK, or you're in the UK, you're thinking of traveling to the US. So sometimes you need lawyers Sometimes you don't. But if you're out there and you don't have the right information, the best advice I would give you is, yes, get yourself a lawyer, an immigration lawyer or a consultant of some sort, so that they can do most of the uplifting work for you and you don't mess up with any of the paperwork. So, because they know what they're doing, they deal with such cases all the time. So I have a few people that I could recommend you to, so that's why I'm doing this video. So, because I'm not an expert, I'm just sharing my journey. So let's go straight into it. So this is how a US passport looks like. It has about, let's say 26 pages. So, and yeah, it has different pages that show where they would be putting visas for you. And so it has like different diagrams in it. Of course, like these are historical pictures that you can see embroidered in the passport. I'm sharing this for some of you who've never seen a US passport. So this is how it looks like. I'm also seeing them for the first time. My husband has one, but it's probably different now. So it has about 25 leaves, they call them. So 26 pages. And then on the first, so these came in the packet as well. I haven't really, so your journey begins with a US passport, United States Department of State. And then it has other small booklets. It has the English version of it and then the Spanish version of it. So, and then also this one, it says the State Department encourages US citizens and lawful permanent residents to avoid non-essential travel. So this is like, this is for COVID, like COVID, guidelines or, tips that they're giving to us who intend to travel in COVID times. So they're very important. You can always go on the websites as well. If you find the websites that have .gov.us, so especially for like the US websites, those are usually legit websites that you can find such information on. So, and then of course on my first page here, it is like a hard copy. So it has, it has my picture and my name's on there. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Of course, it will say date of issue, so it has that date and it expires in 2031 because I applied for it in 2021. So it is valid for 10 years. And then that's when you can renew your passport. After it has expired. So this one is for 10 years, right? 21 to 31, yes, 10 years. So cool. And then of course it shows that I'm Ugandan in there, or well, the place of birth is Uganda. So if you're born in Kenya, if you're born in the US, of course it will say the US. This is the exact same passport that a born US citizen also carries. So it's not different from if you're an immigrant or not an immigrant, you all hold the same exact passport. So this is how it looks like. So let's talk a little bit about what you need. So first of all, not everybody just wakes up and applies for a US passport. One, you must have been a green card holder, for example. You must have lived in the US for a specific amount of time. You also must not have any strong criminal records on your background. So it's all those things that you can actually read online to see who qualifies to apply for a US passport. So I was a green card holder before applying for my passport. And usually if you've held a green card, I don't have it anymore. So when you actually go for that interview, when you apply for your citizenship, and then you pass, and then, then you can apply for your US citizenship, for your US book, they take your green card away. So they shred it I don't know if they shred it, but they take it away from you. So you can no longer hold the green card. So if you have any attachments to your green card, for you green card holders, maybe make a photocopy of that and keep it somewhere for your memories. But on that day, when you actually pass that interview, they take that green card away from you. And then you begin the process of applying for this passport. Now, when I was reading online, Oh, just learning many things already. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, hi, Pauline. Thanks for joining. Pauline Study, Patricia, Lilian Nasengo, and Pfizer. Thank you guys for joining me today. So I'm just talking about these US. It's mostly for people who are maybe, let's say, green card holders. You're in the United States. Or you are in the process of applying for your green card, or you're in the process of applying for your passport. So these are the things that you need to know. These are the things that I did that might also help you. So one, you must have lived in the United States for more than 3 years and holding a green card. So that's when you can qualify to go ahead and apply for your US citizenship. So, and after that, the process might take different times, like COVID times. So after you apply for this, so you can apply for it at the post office, your local post office. You can also go to the courthouse. The courthouse also accepts, like passport applications. I used the courthouse because it was near me and there was no huge waiting, like because of COVID. Sometimes I would call, you have to schedule an appointment. It was by appointment only. So the post office was very, very hard to get into, and I decided to go through the courthouse, and it was an easy process. I just called them, they scheduled me for the next day. I took all the documents. So what documents do you need for you to apply for the US passport? It's a list. So one, you definitely need documents. You need a certificate of naturalization. So this certificate, you get it when after you go for that interview. If you've been a green card holder, you apply. So you go for that interview, and that's where after you answer those questions, then you're called in for your naturalization. That's a ceremony where you swear by the U.S. Constitution. Of course, you're usually many people in that room, and you swear that you're going to be a very good U.S. citizen. So, and then you get a certificate. Now that certificate has your names and everything. So you have to present that when you're applying for your passport. Yes, it has to be among the copies that you have to attach in that documentation, whatever that you're sending out. So, and then it has to be the original copy. It was strange because actually I might have to call them because apparently they're not supposed to take the original copy, but they took mine. I have a copy of it, but I don't know. Will I ever need it? If I do, I know where to go. I know where to find it. But I just have to call them and cross-check on that. So you need your certificate of naturalization. You need a valid driver's license. So when you live in the States, whichever state you're in, you get an ID. So like for my friends in Uganda or Kenya, you have like a national ID, which is not the passport, but a driver's license here is also the same as a national ID. So it's a state ID. So you can actually board a plane to different places with that ID. That driver's license is very, very powerful. So you need a valid driver's license, of course, a photocopy of it. You need the certificate of citizenship that you actually get also after you do that first interview. And then, of course, photos. You need, a passport size photo. It has to be, I don't know if it's colored. I don't remember so well, but I have a copy of it. And you can take these from any places like CVS, the drugstores, like Target, if you have Target, if you have Walmart. So you can take those pictures there, but you have to be specific with them that they are, like ID pictures, like passport picture sizes. I think usually they're 12 by 12. I think that's the picture. I mean, that's the sizing of the photo. So, or maybe 2 by 2. Yeah, 2 by 2 inches. Yes. So how much does this whole thing cost? So for a new passport, it costs about $145. So they don't take cash. You have to sign a check. So you make sure you carry your checkbook with you when you're going to submit all these paperwork. So, and then it also has an extra acceptance fee of like $35. Also that you have to write a check for it. So, and how long does it usually take? So with COVID timing, it's worse because the post office has been overwhelmed. The immigration has been overwhelmed. So they say it takes up to 18 weeks. So of where maybe 6 weeks are about processing time, and then 5 to 6 weeks about mailing. So you can go ahead and pay for the expedited kind where it's like express, but it's still, that is still going to be about 12 weeks in the COVID time. Usually it takes, a quicker time, but with COVID, it's been taking longer. So that was like the process. For me, it took about, let's see, I applied for it end of June. So I just got it this week. So in August. So that's how long it took. And I had paid for the extra expedited, which was $80 on top of that. So everything roughly took about 200 something for the entire process. That's how much it costs for that passport. Of course, later when you're renewing it, it's a different fee. So it's cheaper. I think it's about 110 instead of 145. And it's also recommended that at least, especially now in COVID time, please apply for your passport about 6 months out before you're planning to travel, just to avoid any delays of some sort, and then you're stranded, you can't travel, or so stuff like that. So why is it important to have, like, what is a US, like, why is it that important? Why is a US passport that important? So you can travel to about 184 countries without needing a visa. To me, that's powerful. So when I tell you this is a powerful book, yes, that's why. So if you're a person who loves to travel, this book can take you up to 184 countries without needing a visa. So, and before, with a green card, you would still need to get visas for some countries. It's not like a hard process, like if you did not have a green card. That's it. I'm talking about like the US kind of travel or person. So I could go to let's say the UK, but I would need to get a visa into the UK, even though I have a green card. The process might not be that hard as if you did, like when you didn't have that. But again, it's something that you'd have to apply for and pay for, or in other countries as well. So, but now at least I can just say, hey, I have my ticket. I just, pack my bags and travel without needing a visa to so many of these countries. Now, there's something new that I recently learned. What is the process for the green card like? Yes. So that is a long story, Patricia. I think I would have to do a different video for this, explaining how long it took me personally. But yes, the process is different for different people as well. It depends on, so green card, maybe you got it through marriage, let's say, or you got it through DV lottery. So, but it depends. The process can be different depending on how you attain that green card. So for me, it was through marriage. So because my husband was a US citizen, so I applied under fiancé visa before I came here. And that's how I got my green card. It didn't take long. The process wasn't that long for me, but it's different for different people. And once you get here under fiancé visa, you have about 90 days to get married once you get into the United States. So with that, you can go ahead you go to maybe a lawyer, you go and get married, like courthouse, and get married there with your husband or fiance, and then you start the process of applying for your green card. And then after that, of course, the green card comes back not after that long, especially if you've been here on a fiance visa, and then you just apply for that. I think it took me about a month or a month and a half, and I got my social security back, and then I also got my green card. So the process was quicker, like once you at least, have, you apply, you go through, if you follow the right processes, like I promise you, the process is going to be easier. But again, if you cannot do these things by yourself, please get a lawyer, get a consultant, an immigration consultant or a lawyer. These guys know what they're doing and they'll help you out. So, hi guys, let me see my friends here real quick. Hi Bash Online TV, thanks for joining me. Patricia, sister to sister, how are you doing? Please say a prayer for Haiti. They had a 7.2 earthquake this morning. Oh, sorry to hear. I haven't watched the news. Yeah, I try to stay away from news, but of course, for my Haitian friends, my Haitian family, we pray for you. Then we have the cooking nest just woke up and came straight up here. Thank you. You are so welcome. Why are you sleeping at this time, the cooking nest? Anyway, I know why. So what other documents do you need? Yeah, so pretty much for you to apply for your passport, just to rehash for you guys, you need a certificate of naturalization, which you get after you do that interview at the beginning, and then valid driver's license. So make sure your driver's license is valid, up to date. Certificate of citizenship. This you also get after that naturalization ceremony. And then photos, you need a photo of yourself, and it's like really good, strict, like you have to, like if you go online on something us.gov, you see all the details, like of all the documents you need and specifications. So make sure you do your research like before you start doing or submitting these forms or these documents. And the whole process cost me about $200 something, and they had all to be by check, not by cash or a money order. You can also do that if you don't have a check. Now, so what does a US passport help you to do? Like, why is it different from holding a green card? So you can legally vote now. So you can vote for any people in the United States. So now you can vote for the president, for your attorneys, and all kinds. Like, yeah, you can legally vote. You can also apply for your relatives. So at this point, because they're a citizen, if you have immediate family, they show you different categories of people that you can actually start applying for to bring to the United States. Your immediate family is usually number one on that list before you can go to friends. And of course, you have to also follow the right rules as to why you are thinking of bringing your family here. If you have your child, then now on actually, once you become a US citizen, they automatically become citizens. So you file for them, and then you are able to bring them to the United States with you. You have full access to federal benefits like college. Like before that with green card, you could not, I could not easily get, let's say if I'm trying to go back to school, I could not easily get loans or grants. They usually specify to US citizens. So, but now if I want to go back to school, I can apply for those grants. If you qualify, if you get them, yes, you immediately qualify because you are a US citizen. And then, of course, you go for jury duty. So jury duty is where you can also participate in cases, say let's, like be part of the people that say, hey, you're guilty or you're not guilty. So it's actually a fun process. So yes, you can finally be part of that. Some people don't care for it. If you are, good for you. And then your children automatically become citizens, even if they were born abroad. So if you brought them here, you become a citizen. Now you can actually just file for them. They immediately qualify to be citizens as well. You can also run for an office. So now I can decide, hey, maybe next year or 2 years from now, I can run to be the president of the United States. I'm not so sure I can do that. But yeah, you can run for an office. So because now you're a citizen. So watch out for Brenda. She might be the next governor for Pennsylvania. So, and then what else? Let's see. So you cannot be deported. So unless you had a previous criminal record on your file, but in most cases as well, you could not qualify to be a citizen if you had like those pending cases or like criminal cases on there. So, but as now I'm a citizen, they can't just wake up and say, Brenda, you can be deported, because now I have all the rights of a US citizen. So even though there've been like recent, apparently I can't be president. My husband says I can't be president. Oh, geez. Oh, whatever. Okay, so you have to be natural born. Who knows? Things could change, of course, now that he just shut down my my dream. Why is it buffering? I don't know why it's buffering. Liam, can you guys see me? In short, your level is amplified. Can you, am I buffering, guys? I don't know why. I don't see it buffering on my end. Liam, I'm so sorry to see that it's doing that. But anyways, so I just keep going. You guys let me know if I need to refresh or anything, but it's very clear on my side. It's all good. Okay, good. Okay, good, William. So yeah, so if you're just joining me for, if you're just joining right now, please go back and watch the whole entire beginning of my video. It's in 25 minutes now, but if you have any questions, please send them in the comments. If you're watching me on my Facebook, please send me all the comments, but go to my YouTube channel, please, and subscribe. Leave me a comment, leave me your questions, and I'll be able to answer them maybe in my next video, or I'll be able to send you to somebody that I know can help you answer these questions, especially the immigration questions. But I might not answer all of them because our cases are different, but I will share my experience with you guys, like how mine was like. But just send me those questions. I will definitely answer them in my next video if I can. If not, I'll bring in a person who can help you answer these questions. So let me just real quick go to my comments here. Eliam, thanks for joining. The Cooking Nurse, why not? Imagine having a US president who speaks the same language as me. Just run, we shall see. Right. Yes, I can speak some Luganda here, and people are like, what's happening? But it will be cool. Who knows? I mean, the rules are there to change. Like, we can change anything in this world. We have the power. So Mr. Musinguzi, thanks for joining. Looks good from here in my Ugandan village. I love you, my Ugandan village mates. So the Cooking Nurse, it's also clear on my side. Good to hear. Hey Rashid, how is Dubai? I hope you're doing well, my little brother. Hi Joyce. This is my good friend from Canada. She's Kenyan. This is one of the friends that I was telling you guys about. If you have any immigration questions, like I told you, I have good friends who do this content. If I can't answer your question, I'll bring them in to answer your questions. I have friends like Joyce Nass in Canada. She does content mostly for people who want to travel to Canada. Then I hosted her on my channel. We'll be doing more videos together, but she has amazing content. You guys can check it out, especially for immigrations, what kinds of jobs that you can get in Canada, for example. So I have good resources. I have EBM also, you guys should check him out. He's a professor. He's been in the United States for over 30 plus years. He does content about DV lotteries. So you guys can check him out. He also has amazing content for some of you who might want to apply for the green card lottery. So he always does such content and he keeps you up to date. So I don't know so much about DV lotteries, but I follow him. I send his videos to other people. I have Shiko Hope also does such amazing videos. I have Lynn, Roll with Liz. She also does content like that. So hey guys, so you are in good hands. We have connections that we know these people can definitely help you out. So hey Sarah Tourist Bambi, thanks for joining. I could like to know how I can get American visa. Okay, Sarah, you go by Stella, but me, I know you, Sarah. So that's a good question, one. So you would have, there's a video that I did, one of my first videos, it was about US visas, like how I got my US visa. So how I applied, I was denied a few times because I was a young girl at campus. For some reason, it was never easy for me. Like I was denied, I don't know, twice, 3 times. But then they finally gave it to me, but it was like for 3 weeks. Then after that, for 6 months. It was never like for 2 years, like most people just wake up, go to the embassy, and they get like 2-year visas. It was never like that for me. I don't know why. But like I say, different people have gone through different processes. So it could be easy for you, but you have to have the right documents, Sarah. Somebody who's here has to invite you. Let's say if you're coming to visit, it depends on what you're also coming to the US for. Are you coming to just visit? So you need a visitor's visa, which means you need somebody to invite you. Let's say Brenda is inviting you, Sarah. I have to submit documents to the embassy as well, or to you, and then you send those to the embassy, and Brenda will be maybe asked questions. How do I know Sarah? How do I, am I going to be taking care of her? So it's a whole bunch of different requirements that you have to really know. We can talk about those things, Sarah, anytime. You have my WhatsApp number. I'll maybe do another video another time, going deeper into like how the process was for me. But you can watch one of those, my one video that so many people loved. It has about, I don't know, 2,000 views, and I got so many questions. I was able to answer most of them as well. But if I can't answer, I'll find you the right person who can answer as well. Yes. So Sarah, you're coming to visit me very, very soon. So Liam says Joyce is amazing. Joyce Canada is like, hi, William. Yes, Joyce is amazing. You can even kidnap me and take me there. Patricia, I cannot kidnap you because this is now on record and I'll be in so much trouble. I have police around me. They'll throw me in jail in no time. I know you're kidding, but yes. I'm coming next year for a visit. This, I know one citizen now. Yes, Rashid. Yes. You're my cinema. What is it called? You know, the king of drones. Yes, we'll go around and do some amazing drone content together. Joyce has amazing content indeed. Yes, you guys absolutely check Joyce out. And if you have any questions for her, she'll answer them. But I promise to bring Joyce back very soon, because from the video that we did, I have so many questions for you, Joyce. So you're not surviving me. We have to do this very, very soon so you can answer my friends. Anyways, so going back to this, if you guys please ask me any other questions, again, if I can answer them, I'll definitely answer them. So you need like different, I told you so the downsides. I'll tell you a quick story why it took me long for me to be able to apply for my citizenship. So first of all, like I told you, I came in 2007 and I think that was the first time I came to visit, maybe 2006, and then went back home, finished my school, and then got engaged. And in 2007, we started applying for my fiance visa, and then I came here, and then when I came here, my process was quick, but I got my green card real fast. And after 3 years, like I just told you, you can actually apply for your citizenship. So I did not do that. I was just comfortable with my green card. I will tell you one of the reasons, like most people are shocked when I told them, yes, I recently became a citizen. They're like, Brenda, you've been there forever. How come you had never been a US citizen? So I'll tell you today. So one of the things that I never wanted to give away my Ugandan passport. So I felt like, because one of the things that you have to do is you also have to denounce your other country. So, and I did not, some countries allow dual citizenship. Uganda was not among the countries. I don't know if it's changed now. So, but I didn't feel comfortable just denouncing my country that raised me. Like, I was born in Uganda. So I was like, how am I going to sleep knowing that I said, hey, Uganda, you're out, like now I'm here. So you have to denounce your other citizenship pretty much when you become a US citizen, unless your country allows dual citizenship. So if you're in different countries, please look up which countries that allow dual citizenship. Yes. So like Joyce just said, Kenya, we allow dual citizenship. That's amazing. Maybe Uganda does as well. So, but it had been, I even contacted like most of the people that I know, like in the embassies and stuff, for the past years, it was not allowed unless that has changed. So I just was hesitant that, hey, I have my green card. I can easily travel back to Uganda without any problem. But so what changed for me recently, like actually in the past few years, was I was like, I want to be able to vote. I want to be able to also exercise my right. If I don't like this president, I can be among the people to kick him out or kick him in, like bring one in that I like. So that was among the things that, that pushed me to now, okay, let me apply for an American citizenship. And then also being able to, some jobs, even though you have a green card, so you still like a permanent resident, you had to what is it called, to say, are you a full citizen or are you a permanent resident? So I was like, is this one of the things that actually deny you like full potential for that to qualify for that particular job because you are not a citizen. And then I wanted to go back to school. I didn't want to be paying like lots of money for school. And yet now I'm like, okay, if I want to go back to school, if I apply for citizenship, I become a citizen, I can also qualify for grants. So those are the things that changed in the last years. And also in Uganda, recently when I was in Uganda in 2012, no, not 12, 2000 and what? 2020, yeah, last year. I remember I got so much trouble at the airport for some reason. I had always traveled with my green card with no issues, but this guy at the airport was nasty. Like I even had to miss my flight, and I was not happy about it because he wanted hi B, hi Bettina. So he wanted my marriage certificate. He's like, why are you traveling back to the United States? I'm like, dude, if you look at my passport, it has so many, like every year I travel back to Uganda using the same passport, using my same green card. So nothing has changed, but he made me miss my flight. And at that point, I was like, okay, maybe this is it. You know, I was upset. I had to like call my husband. It was in the middle of the night because of the time difference. So he can send me those documents because I couldn't like access them in my emails. Usually I have copies in there. So I was very, very mad. I was like, okay, now this is it. I think it's time for me to actually not have to bother. I just come with my US passport and pay the, you know, like the visa fee, which is $50 or so. But if actually I can still be able to use my Ugandan passport, if I figure that out, then hey, you know, I will not have any of these troubles. Like I can come in with my Ugandan passport and leave with my US passport. So that is something that I need to do some research about. If not, I'll just, to avoid any hassles, I can just go ahead and travel with my US passport, get in, pay the $50, support the economy, I guess, and then out again without having to need 1,000 documents. So that was one of the things that delayed me. And to me, I'm here, I'm in the United States, but Uganda is still my home. Like when I wake up, when you say, Brenda, where's your home? My home is Uganda. So I didn't feel like denouncing my country like that. So I hope I can actually still keep my Ugandan passport. I'm going to fight tooth and nail to make sure that Uganda allows us dual citizenship because we need to keep our Ugandan heritage. So for me, that was a huge deal. But so many people, once they get the green card, they rush immediately, like if they can, to get their US passport for different reasons, of course, like being able to travel back and forth or avoiding any chances. But to me, it took me a while. I was even thinking of renewing my green card after the 10 years. So I held my green card for 10 years. And then at that point, I was like, okay, now it's time for me, I guess, to just, you know, I guess, apply for the US citizenship. And it was not a hassle at all. Of course, because I had been here for a while. I've been a good citizen, a good resident. So I didn't have any criminal records on my side to even think of being denied a US visa. The questions are easy. That's also another video. If you guys, I know somebody asked me, what are the questions that they ask you? So it's very easy. You can even find all those questions online. So you just have to repeat them. It's like history. They will ask you about your representatives, for example. It's usually like 10 questions, and you have to like pass 6 of them at least. So, and if you fail one, the guy who's interviewing you can give you another chance, you know. So it's like one of those cram work things that you kind of have to read like 100 questions from different departments. Let's say civil, let's say history, let's say recent developments, like let's say your recent governors or MPs, you might call them, and then be ready. And you can go back and forth. You can have somebody interview you at home so that you know that you can remember these questions. And then once you do that, then you're good to go. So the guy asked me 4 questions. I answered all of them. We were chatting at this point. We're just laughing because he was also an immigrant. He was Italian, interviewing me for US citizenship. So it was funny because I made fun of his accent. He made fun of mine. So it was easy. So sometimes it depends on which person you find at immigrations. It's the same thing as visas. You could find a nasty person, you could find a friendly person. So my experience is not going to be your experience. If somebody had a nasty experience, please do not take it on that. Yours could be very smooth and easy and quick. So it's your day, just go for it. So let me see real quick here what's happening in my comments, guys. I can see you're all busy. Thank you for chatting. She's flowing like those Al Jazeera hosts. Let's see. My friends. Kenya. Okay, so let's see real quick here. Thank you, Patricia Brenda. You can be a good TV host. Oh, for real. We'll see. Thanks, Patricia. We should pronounce Pennsylvania back here in Uganda. Yes, Liam, how do you pronounce Pennsylvania? Or are you the ones who pronounce Massachusetts as Massachusetts? I don't know. That's another hard one. Most people cannot pronounce Massachusetts. Or Connecticut, so they could say Connecticut. Like where again? Connecticut. Anyway, it's fine. Whichever way you pronounce your things, I'm sure somebody will get you. So don't ever be intimidated by how you pronounce things. Everybody has their own accents and everybody has their own way of pronouncing things. So be confident in whichever way you do your things, you pronounce your things. So let's see. Joyce K. Nurse Canada says, Rashid, add more volume on that part of Brenda being the best TV anchor in. You guys are so funny. Kenya, we're allowed dual citizenship. That's great, Joyce. I actually did not know about that. So that's interesting. That's good to know. True, Joyce and Rashid, it's like we are watching a CNN news anchor. William, you guys just love me. Liam, exactly. Wow, that's a bit hard to denounce my Ugandan heritage. Yes, that was one of the hard things for me. And anybody would give me a backlash, but that's fine. You do your thing, I do my own thing. So, hi B, thanks for joining, denouncing her. Yes, she's flowing like those Al Jazeera hosts. Guys, let's give this video as many thumbs up as we can. Yes, please like the video. Please, if you can, share. And what else did I want to share with you guys? Well, this is an option for dual citizenship, Liam. If it's about survival, I just denounce the file and come visit, and once in a while it's my home. That's true as well. Like I said, people are different. To me, I have like this strong attachment about Uganda, and I know with my green card, it's very easy for me to just visit. It's easy for me to go to Uganda and come back to the United States. You pretty much qualify for most of the things in the US, apart from being able to vote. If you're a green card holder, you can't vote, of course. And then you also can't qualify for, like scholarships and things like that. But who knows, you could maybe qualify for some of them, depending on where you look, different websites or different communities. So it's different things. Different people do things for different reasons. But otherwise, your green card as well as you're a permanent resident, so you're good to go for the most part. But if you want to go ahead, again, to me, what this one helps is mostly travel. And just knowing that I can vote now, but voting is okay, but most of it was for my travel. So not having to worry about, getting visas and getting into just waking up and knowing, okay, I'm going to France. Yeah, I have my US passport. I can just go. So that is the big deal for me, but different people have different reasons, of course. So Lee says this is an option for dual citizenship, Liam. Okay, yes, that's true. Let's see. Carol, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Yes. So Rashid, how are you feeling today? You said you were not well yesterday. Okay, these guys are just chatting in the comments. Yes, I love it. Keep chatting. So and if you guys have any other questions about, pretty much that was my journey. So I can finally travel to different countries with this without having to need a visa. And the process, like I told you, I applied for this in end of June because I knew I wanted to travel. I was going to travel to South Africa and Namibia and Malawi. So I knew all those you would need visas for all those countries. So it's not like Uganda, where I knew I had my Ugandan passport. I can just go. I don't need to pay for a visa at the airport. But for these other countries, I believe you'd have to pay for visas. So I applied for this. and so that it could get here in time for me to be able to use it to travel. But my travel has been postponed to October, so I probably didn't need to pay the expedited version, like the express kind, which still took 12 weeks. But I could have been just fine. Marriage at Consimi, I'm glad to be here. I love America, though. Me and Uganda are inseparable. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Grace. I hear you so well. So that's one of the other things. Hi, Gloria. Thank you for joining, please. So that's really about my journey here, and I could share maybe briefly if you guys are still watching, and you might need to know documents that you need for naturalization. So before you apply for this, if you're a green card holder, these are things that you might also need to know, like for you to start the process of applying. Let's say if I have a friend here who's actually a green card holder who's watching, so these are the things. Yes, of course, you can go online. Make sure you go to the right website. I will actually attach one of the right websites for such great information in this video's description. So if you're here and you live in the United States, this would be the best website for you to go to make sure you're getting legit information. So that you don't have people asking you for different prices, and yet it's different when you actually go to a real government website. So documents that you need for naturalization. So it depends on your situation, of course. So if you came under We the People, yes, EBM. Thank you. Oh, it's upside down. Yeah, thank you a lot for joining. Yeah. So you need different things. Like I said, here's EBM again. I was telling you guys that he also has great information that you guys, if you're thinking of traveling to the United States, if you have questions about DV lotteries, this is also another great resource that you guys can visit on his channel, and you ask any questions. He does live question and answers. You will be in good hands as well. So depending on your situation, of course, if you're a green card holder, maybe based on marriage, like I came under fiance visa. So my green card was on marriage process. So because my husband is a US citizen. So you need your marriage certificate. You need your spouse's passport, for example. So all these are copies. So they might ask you for the original kind of these documents. So be prepared to have them. So your husband has to have a passport. Then you need that marriage certificate. If you got it in the mail, like if maybe you waited in church or in court, they give you those certificates. So make sure you keep that really safely. You also need birth certificates, both for you and your spouse. So, and even if it's a small kind, whichever your country issues is well enough, as long as it has all the dates that they need, when you're born, what village, your parents' names if they're deceased, but you can still add them on there. Of course, they have to be on your birth certificate. So you need those for you and for your husband. And then you need passport photos. Yes, you can take these from any drugstores, that is not drugs, but like medicine stores, like CVS, like a pharmacy place, or Target. So you can look up these places. Even post office actually takes those pictures. So, but there's so many other places, and they're cheap to take those pictures, but you have to make sure you get the exact size. So make sure if they say black and white, make sure you take that. Or if somebody's going to take a picture, make sure you tell them this is like a passport size picture or visa kind of picture. So, and then copies of your green card. Of course, if you're already like a green card holder, yes, you need to make a copy of your green card, both sides, the back and the front. So I don't have my green card anymore because after naturalization, they take that from you. So otherwise I could have showed you, but if you have one, look at it. So you need a copy of the front and the back side of that green card. So make copies of that as well. And then personal check, yes. So that actually is expensive, like you need, I don't remember, like the prices keep changing. When I applied, which was when we applied for naturalization, it took us actually like a year. It might be because of COVID, so the process was delayed a bit. But usually, I think it could take between 6 months to a year for your for your case to be heard and responded to. But you can keep track of it, so they will keep updating the status, and they'll say received, in process, or whatever. You can check on the status of your application. So I think it was like about $800 from, to apply for naturalization. But you can again look up all those details. There's information on the website. Make sure you do the .gov websites. I will attach that website in here and see exactly how much you need to pay. And it has to be by check or by money order. They don't take cash or credit card or your debit card. So it has to be a check. So those are most things that they need. And then you might also need, let's say, of course, they already have your file. So the moment you put those names in, they'll pull up all your information. When you entered the country, it's on file. Every time you've left the United States and come back through immigration, they have all that information. So make sure when you are applying, they ask you any questions, make sure you stick to your word, and make sure you do not say what is not right or what contradicts with what you could have said in the first place for such stuff. Yeah. So, and then, that's pretty much it, that you need. So for the interview, you need your passports for all of you guys, your green card, your state ID, the USSI issued travel documents, like the documents that you use on your arrival, or when you're arriving in the country. They might ask some of those other details. But again, you guys can go online on those websites. They will tell you exactly what you need. If you can't do it by yourself, please find a lawyer. Get a lawyer. You can also access these cheaper lawyers by the state, so you're able to know exactly what you need. And sometimes if you have a lawyer, they will file everything for you. They know the documents that you need to give them. If there's something wrong, they will always update you. So most of my friends use lawyers, offices that help them process all these documents for them. But if you think you have all the information, you've read all the documents, you know what to do, it's also easy to just go ahead and apply for yourself. But to be safe, find a lawyer. Right. So, and also if they ask you some funny questions, that's the other thing. If you have a lawyer, let's say some people who applied through asylum, and they call them in and they ask them different questions. So sometimes you are better off having a lawyer for such cases, so that your lawyer can also decide to say, hey, my client does not have to answer that question. Or why are you asking them that question? So instead of you saying something that contradicts with maybe the first time you came to the United States, and now you probably have forgotten and you are applying again and they ask you, you say something different, and then your case goes in jeopardy, or you get kicked out, or you get denied. So have your lawyers. The lawyers will know what to do. This is Africa. Thanks for joining. How are you? I paid $0 to be a naturalized citizen. Thanks for serving in the U.S. military. Yes. So sometimes too. So I actually want to bring in EBM at one point to see if he could share, like, how, because I don't know the process. Like, can you be in the military if you do not have citizenship yet? If you're a green card holder, can you actually serve in the army? I know once you become a U.S. citizen, like now, they can actually call me anytime to serve in the army. And I cannot say no. If they need the army, if they need people to serve, they'll call you up. You cannot say no unless you have a serious issue that denies it, like, keeps you out of serving the country. But that's one of the things that you have to swear to, that, hey, I am willing whenever you need me to come and serve in the United States Army to defend my country. So, but I would like to know, EBM, if you can you go in, can you join the army even when you're a green card holder, or if you don't have permanent, let's say, I don't think you can be in the U.S. Army if you do not have permanent residence yet. Is that correct? Let me know in the comments. So that's pretty much about it, guys. I just wanted to share with you some of the things that you might need, or what it takes for you to apply for your U.S. passport. And if you're just still watching, please, if you have any questions, send them in. Go to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, like this video, recommend it to other people. Let's grow together. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so I appreciate your support. Thank you so much, and I look forward to informing you whenever I can. If I have any knowledge about anything, I always share, because as an immigrant, it would be very selfish if I didn't share such stuff, if I didn't bring you people that can also answer your questions about, maybe if you have a dream to live in the United States, you're, let's say, Ugandan, you're African, or any other countries, how can you also attain this dream to live in the United States? Or even if you're already in the United States, for example, you are here and you do not have citizenship, or you do not have permanent residence, so you've tried in different places, maybe other people could share their stories and some ways how you could actually go about moving on with your journey into citizenship, or attaining your citizenship or your permanent residence, or even what you don't know that you could qualify for, even if you're in the country, but you haven't yet been able to be granted your citizenship or your permanent residence status. So yes, I had to share this stuff. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, go to my YouTube channel, send me comments right in the comments, and I'll try to answer you guys as much as I can. If you're there and you want to join me and share something, EBM, I don't know what your status is like. Let me see if I can actually send you a link here. Let's see, invite, copy. Yeah, if you'd like to join me, please join me and share your experience. I know this is Africa. I don't know if you want to come in and tell us. I know you're American. What does it mean for you? How has been your experience as an American and passport card holder, being able to zoom around the whole world? Please let me know. What would you advise me as a new US passport holder? But I'm looking forward to explore the world. That was one of my main things. To being a citizen, so that I can explore as many countries as I can without any issues. So, and like I said, you can actually visit up to 184 countries with your US passport without needing a visa. So, EBM, let me know if you want to join. Yeah. So, some of the other things that really come in this are, I don't know. So it's like this traveler's checklist, lost on demand, like it gives you like information. Let's say you lose your passport, what to do, how to apply, like try to find it or reapply for a new one. And then it's of course talking about COVID, like what you need to know before you decide to travel, what countries you want to travel to, check on their COVID statuses as a US citizen. So they also, one of the other things that I like about US citizenship is once you are in a different country, let's say I travel back to Uganda, or I go to Kenya or South Africa or any other countries, or even in the UK, if anything happens there, and like once you get in, you can register with the US government or embassy, and so that they can keep you posted on like what's happening. That's the security of that country. If anything happens, then you're on an immediate list of people to be evacuated from that country, because that's a right as a citizen. So the US government could send like a plane to pick all the citizens up, let's say for COVID, or let's say an emergency. So at least you have like priority where your government will take care of you. And mostly that's what the US does. That's what I can talk for, because I don't know about any other countries like the UK or Canada. But that's one of the other things that I love about how come your stream here doesn't have the famous birdie? Because mine is the paid version, Gloria. So, but you can, yes, but you don't really, you pay a subscription, Gloria, but not sure sure she's using. Yeah. All right, no problem. This is Africa, no problem. Yeah, so I paid, yes, I have the paid version. So Liz told me you can get the paid version. I can't say it's really, really, really worth it, but yes, it doesn't have the famous bird on there. So yes, but I'm using StreamYard right now through my YouTube as well. So yeah, you pay a subscription. It's about like $25 a month, I believe. But if you ask me, is it worth it? Maybe. At least I can have so many people coming in. Liz, you want to join me? You want to join me and share your story, how you've been liking the US so far? What can you advise for any other people who are thinking of traveling outside of their own countries to other countries, like let's say the United States? But all I can say is America is welcoming. So if you have family here, it makes a huge difference. Otherwise, be really, hi, Lean. How are you guys doing? Thanks for joining. I've not been well this week for some reason. I have had a cold and a cough, so that's why I haven't been doing any lives. But today I feel better. But I was losing my voice the other day. But today I'm actually feeling better. So I decided to do this live before I forget about this update. So hi guys. Yes, so if anybody wants to join me, EBM, you guys are more than welcome. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Anything, ask me about anything. Maybe how has my life been in the United States? I will be able to answer those things. What's my experience? Ask me. I'm here for you. I can say one thing for sure. Being a US passport holder, don't lose it. Yes. I'll try not to lose it. Or maybe I already even lost it. Where is it? No, here it is. Yes. So it's, the funny thing, I thought it was bigger. Like the Ugandan passport is big. I mean, like longer. So to me, this is like a tiny book. By the way, something new that I found is when I was reading, so that people who apply, there's a difference between a US passport and a US, passport and then a card. So some people apply for a card. The card looks like a driver's license, but it actually allows them to visit different places like Canada. So you would not need a visa to go to Canada or Mexico or Bermuda or even the Caribbean. So you can use the card, the passport card, which is different from a passport book. So, but so they're two different things. Like people can apply for different, national IDs. So one is a passport card and then another one is a passport book. So, but a passport card does not allow you to travel internationally. So the people that have that card, it's like it's like an ID, but you cannot travel using that to international countries. Like you can't leave the US and go to Africa with it, like to Uganda, to Kenya, Tanzania, or to the UK. But you can use that to travel to Canada, Mexico, Bermuda, and the Caribbean. So it was interesting when I was actually reading about this a few months ago, and I saw that you could apply for a card or a passport book. So I didn't know that either. Where is it? No, but seriously, yes, this is Africa. You can, if you go online and Google US passport card, you'll see it looks like a national ID, but it actually allows people to be able to travel to Canada without needing a visa, without, you can go to Mexico, you can go to Bermuda, you can go to all those countries, but it looks like a national ID, like a driver's license, but apparently it is a passport card. I know, learning never stops. So so those are like some of the things, guys. Like, where can you get this? Where can you apply for this? You can go to courthouse. You can also do it at the your local post office. You can also find this information online if you Google. Sometimes you can also do through AAA offices. It's like a whole bunch. They'll show you places in your area where you can actually be able to apply for your passport. Hi, Betty Akui. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for joining me. I'm coming to close of this, but if you guys have any questions, you were looking for it when I say don't lose it, huh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I was like, where is it? So I thought I had already lost it. But anyways, so that was what I was trying to share with you guys. If you have any questions, I have not looked at my Facebook questions. I know I'm doing a duo live or with my Facebook as well, but I'll go there and I'll be able to answer your questions if you have any questions or look at your comments. But I appreciate tuning in, and please like the video, please share the video, please comment, please subscribe if you're new to my channel, and let's grow together. Let Brenda Akatama grow with you guys on YouTube. That's about it. Others, I'm going to go ahead and have my breakfast or lunch. But if you guys have any questions, absolutely. Hi, Jackie Chan. Thanks for joining in. If you're just joining, please go and watch the entire video if you can, or some bits, or ask me any questions. I know it's a long video, so maybe I might cut this into different halves so that you guys don't spend a whole hour watching this and then you don't get to know like some of the important parts of this video. So I might cut it into half, and so that you guys can watch at least 30 minutes and 30 minutes of the other one. Patricia, thank you again. Thank you. And I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any person who has any questions, if you have any questions about visas, we can do another video. I can also bring in some of my friends that I know have been helping so many people with visas and what to do, what do you need. We'll do that video. I'll be doing a collaboration with some of my friends, and then we can tackle these questions together and be able to give you the right information as well. So, but for now, stay blessed, my friends. Like the video, subscribe, take care, bye-bye. Oh, let's see, guys, here. Oh my goodness. You guys are still here. I want to close this video. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you later. Don't forget to share this video or give it likes, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.